Hi everyone, welcome to Self-Healing with Dr. Ashleigh. My name is Dr. Ashleigh Patrick, and I created Self-Healing with Dr. Ashleigh to help my patients and you find not only health, but find ultimate wellness. I'm an osteopathic physician, or a DO for short, and I've also had training in both family or traditional primary care medicine, as well as integrative medicine, meaning more traditional Eastern natural modalities. I also have my yoga teacher certification, as well as my life coach tools certification. I have pursued all of these degrees and awards for finding that ultimate wellness, both in myself and to help my patients find it. One of the biggest revelations that I've had in working with both my own health and wellness, as well as working with my patients one-on-one, is that there are three big categories of the self that we have to treat in order to find ultimate wellness and heal any symptom or disease going on. And those three big components are the mind, the body, and the spirit. Most of our Western, more modern medicine focuses primarily on the body and the physical aspect of health and wellness. We are getting better at addressing more of the mental component or the mind component, but we're just not up to par quite yet as to where we can ultimately serve our patients. Also, we don't even touch on this idea of the spirit or the soul and the effect that having these three things out of balance can have on an individual. We're just not there in our modern medicine. So that's one of the big reasons that I pursued this idea of integrative medicine and the combination of using these amazing advances that we have in our current medicine, but also drawing upon the wisdom that we have from more of our traditional medical systems. So let me give you a personal example in the way that the mind, body, spirit components interact with one another. So for me and many of my women, I think one of the things that a lot of modern day women struggle with today is low energy or the sense of fatigue, this lack of vitality. And I think a lot of the way we have been trained about it is that physically there must be something going wrong. And of course, physically there can be problems and issues that contribute to those symptoms. For me specifically, it was having a newborn that set me up for insomnia that just took forever to treat. So I had insomnia. I wasn't taking care of my nutrition and my exercise as much as I should be, especially with a newborn. But once I did solve those problems, I felt better, but I didn't feel 100%. There was still this lack of energy that I was always craving more of. So then I kind of transitioned into this idea of life coaching. And between that, I did kind of two big things. One is I figured out how to treat my underlying anxiety that I didn't realize that I had. Being a new postpartum mom, I thought that was just the normal state, is always being extremely anxious. So I treated that, and then I also learned how to manage my mind and feel my emotions instead of resisting my emotions. And that was huge, because resisting and fighting and avoiding emotions is so draining. So once I learned how to just feel my emotions, I treated my anxiety, my physical health was better. I was so much better than where I started, but there was still this little inkling of like, oh, I feel like I should be just a little bit more energetic. And then just through life circumstances, I ended up starting my own practice, and that's how Self-Healing with Dr. Ashleigh came about. And then it was like everything came into alignment. So I had this sense of, yes, I love being a doctor. I love studying the human biology and the human brain. And once I was able to tap into that and do it in a way that I felt like I was truly helping people, sparks flying. I feel more energetic than I ever have before. And that is still with a crazy toddler running around and keeping me on my toes. So that's just one aspect. But I think this truly can translate into so many of these chronic issues that a lot of us, especially women, are struggling with. So when we're talking about difficulty losing weight, we're talking about sleep, we're talking about mental health. Yes, still the mind, body, and spirit all need to be in alignment. And so that is my ultimate goal, is just to help kind of uncover all of these different aspects and the ways that you can support your entire health to find ultimate wellness. So if you're interested in learning more from me as I'm giving more of this content out, please subscribe to my channel. Feel free to follow me on all of the other socials as well, and go check out my website and see if there's anything there that's helpful for you. Be well, my friend. We'll see you next time.